My name's Claptone and I love Unidisc. Disco was never away, was it? I mean, there's always disco since there was disco, and it's been always there with house music, with techno music, all the club music you have today. There's disco in it. Disco, you think of mirror balls, you think of roller skates, maybe even the 70s, but it's always been an underground sound as well, and then developed well into the 80s with really interesting, forward-thinking dance music. To me, disco has always been an inspiration for my sound, so disco is just, you can't really put it into words, it's too big for that. Disco introduced the 4/4 beat, the kick drum going bum, 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 bum. And that's basically still there, just people been inventive on that 4/4 beat, and it grew into all kinds of dance music, and that's the evolution from disco to what we have now. My earliest memory of living on video is not only hearing it, I saw it on TV. I saw that crazy video. Yeah, it definitely blew my mind. It was like, this is how the future looks. This is gonna be the future. VHS cassettes everywhere, well-dressed, a crazy 80s dressed guy playing on the guitar, like the keyboard guitar thing. To me, it was like, wow, I wanna have that. And then I got it for Christmas. Since then, I fell in love with that instrument. This track is just a classic. You can't make it any better. So you gotta approach it from a different angle and give it a certain flavor to make it different. It's been a challenge. It's been a favorite of mine since forever, basically, and I love a good challenge. I have a lot of records at home, so obviously I have a lot of records by, Trans X. Oh well, I think I brought some. This is my whole Trans X collection. Beautiful Trans X, and then with the 3D Dance, one of their later singles. They did one in German, which is, I have to say, pretty terrible. Ich liebe dich. I can't recommend that. And then I have the German pressing from Message on the Radio. This is the German pressing of Living on Video, of the big hit they had. I love the cover. The Spanish pressing doesn't have a bad cover either. It's with legs and a little bit of body. Then we have the American promo with Living on Video dub version on the B-side, and it's called Vocal Remix version. Pretty nice. And I think that's the original one on Mirage on one of Unidisc's sub-labels. I don't recall when I was first time in Montreal, but yeah, I love the city, the rich culture. I love the food, when I was there. I always love to return, I can't wait to get back, to traveling anyway, but Montreal was always one of my favorite cities, and I extended by a day or 2 or 3 and just enjoyed the whole vibe of the city. Really love it. Obviously, I haven't been in Montreal that much at that time, but what I heard, it must have been, really vibing, and I love all the music that's been put out in that era through Unidisc and the labels, the sub-labels. Prelude or Mirage, like the Trans X one, or Solar, like Midnight Star, like that. There was lots of great music coming out of Montreal. Oh, Lime, yeah, shit, I forgot to mention Lime. The main sub-label that impressed me the most was Prelude, with D-Train on there. But as I said before, they had so many good sub-labels and so much great disco music from the 70s, basically, going into the 80s. It also, influenced Europe in the way that the Italians loved it a lot, so Italo Disco came from it. Or the other way around, some say Italo Disco inspired, that kind of disco sound that came across the ocean. You don't know. I mean, it was a back and forth, and I feel, musically, it had a big impact on Europe in a very good way. Disco as a foundation of all dance music, with the 4/4 beat, and so this has an undeniably big effect on my music as well. But also, the funk factor. I think, I love to be funky, not as kind of stiff German. I always loved the funk, and I always loved the disco feel, the smile on your face when you listen to that music, the ideas of how the future might look, and the idea is that, everybody can dance together on the dance floor under the big mirror ball. That's disco to me, equality and fun for everyone. Thank you for bringing all that amazing music to us and helping us to dance. And I hope we can keep dancing for another 40 years. Or let's make it 400 years. 4,000 for what I'm concerned, I don't care. 4 million years of dance. Thanks, Unidisc. Again? You want to hear it again?